with all these people right out of the gate. They acted so stupid. And they didn't seem friendly. They seemed very passive-aggressive.
Okay.
It was weird. It wasn't friendly and polite. I mean, I guess strained friendly and polite.
Yeah, they were making too much of an effort. So it's
I don't know. This movie was annoying.
Okay.
I'm sorry that some of these people got stuck in it.
Wow, that's awful. Because I was going to say, for as much as I had said that I wanted to like it better, I liked it okay. But I liked. I'm going to say I liked the first act and I liked the third act.
How many acts were there?
Maybe 3 acts. I don't know.
So you like the beginning and the end?
I like the beginning and the end because So I mean, this definitely deals with racism and how people are treated, and so on. So,
but it turned out not being that. Gosh, how do we talk about it without spoilers?
Yeah, that's the thing, because I went into this not knowing anything about it, and go ahead.
Can I just say, I don't know, you can edit this out if you think I'm revealing too much.
Okay.
But when the guy finally asks somebody, or they're talking about, like, why, I think he says, why black people? Why are you taking us? Why us? And the guy was like, I don't know.
Just work that way.
That's just what we do.
Yeah, well.
And I don't want to give away why but it wasn't.
Yeah, so
you might have to edit that out because that makes no sense in there's no context or anything.
Well, here's my thoughts on the movie and everything. It's a Rorschach test.
The people liked them. I'm just going to say that. The people who were doing this liked them. They were like chosen people that they wanted to have.
But have in what way? Because now you're walking a thin line.
Yes, it was like a different kind of racism. It wasn't we hate you people and so we're going to hurt you. It was like, we love you, so we're going to hurt you.
Yeah, see, this is so...
Yeah, it was weird. It was really...
But, that's what I liked about it. So what I was going to say is this is a Rorschach inkblot test to me, this movie.
The movie.
You're going to get what you...
Yes.
I'm going to say what you want out of it. You're going to find yourself challenged, I think, if you watch it with an open mind and let it happen. See, I actually need the computer because I need to look up something.
I'm looking at the first page of the Netflix reviews, and there's a lot of 5-star reviews here.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Yeah, no, a lot of people got it. A lot of people liked it.
I don't know why I didn't... I think I wanted it to do it a little bit of a different way, maybe?
Sure. It was written and directed. This is written and directed. I called up IMDb so we can see who the writer-director was.
I will try to see that. Directed by Jordan Peele and written by Jordan Peele.
Yeah. So there was just... Okay, so maybe...
Which means nothing to me. Who's Jordan Peele?
You have to look him up yourself and stuff. I'm not going to go into all that. But here's the thing.
I'm going to look and see what else Jordan Peele did.
So have we... Maybe I don't want to say we're jaded, but we've seen so many movies and so many different things that we kind of gathered what was happening early on in the film.
Well, yeah, that's a problem.
And, I don't want to say I saw it in Adventure Time or I saw it in another movie. But so that plot, that thing... Yeah,
there was not a lot new there.
But maybe I think other people not having the experience that we've had are going to find it new, are going to find it different.
That makes sense. If you haven't seen it before, it's going to be new.
Oh, okay, duh. But you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be, they wouldn't jump to the conclusion. There would be a suspension of disbelief. There would be, get to that point.
That's the problem. You and I, right when it started, we were like, okay, we don't like this person. We don't trust them. They're part of the problem. Bingo, we got it.
Yeah.
Okay, they're going to do this, and they're trying to do that with him and with these yes. I mean, and like, oh, all these other people who are coming to the house, we know why they're there. It was like, oh, we just kept calling it. And it was like, please surprise me by the end. Please, oh, please. One little detail we had wrong, I guess.
Okay.
So there was a little bit of there was a little surprise in there. So that
we'll
was
have to discuss that because I'm not exactly sure what we were wrong about. But anyhow.
Oh.
So
I
it
probably
was.
have it written in my notes, but I can't talk about it because we don't do spoilers.
And again, for saying all this and stuff, I did enjoy the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed while I was watching it. Yeah.
Okay. Would you watch it again?
Really, I don't really see a reason to.
Okay.
There was a couple. I love the actress that played the girl's mom.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't stand the daughter. Couldn't stand the girl. I don't know. I don't know what was going on there. I apologize to the actress, but no. I love the guy who played the boyfriend.
Right.
I'm not familiar with other things he's done. He was really great. That's what I was saying. I was sorry some of these people were maybe... I would like to see him do more. And
I'm sure he has, and I'm sure we just haven't seen it yet.
I'm sure.
I'm going to hand this back to you.
Okay. Because, I actually looked up something that I'm going to have to read here.
Okay.
Don't you hate that?
Just a little bit, but in the meantime...
I'm going to click on him just because...
I'm going to mention the fact that this movie was challenging in the same way
he was born in London, England.
Watching The White Man's Burden was.
Okay.
That was a movie from '95 that had John Travolta, Sidney Poitier, and...
Hey, he was in Kick-Ass too. Sorry, he played Black Death.
Oh.
We didn't see it though, see?
Exactly.
I would be interested in looking up more of his stuff.
I'm sure he's been in a ton of things, but we just don't know it yet.
He played this off super great. He was a great... he's going to be in Black Panther too.
Okay. So what I was saying about White Man's Burden...
Yes.
It's challenging in the same way that was, because that movie took place in a alternate America.
Okay.
Where blacks are the majority and whites are the minority.
Okay.
So it was just kind of like a day in the life of thing, but...
This movie you're talking about?
Yeah. And there were just little things to pick out of there and enjoy or learn from or whatever. I think this movie had the same thing.
Okay.
But at some points it seemed like it tried too hard. And other times, I want to say it didn't try hard enough, but it was just so annoying because
there was something a bit off.
Just a little bit off. But, again, I enjoyed it, and we were talking about it. We were talking to the screen.
Yeah.
Exactly. Get Out is a perfect title. Because that's what we were saying the whole time, too.
That's what his friend was. Oh, my gosh, his friend was hilarious.
His friend was awesome.
TSA.
Yeah.
TSA training. Yeah, his friend was great.
So those scenes, but you know what? I think the film to be impactful had to have. I think it could have easily gone down a different road and just been too comical.
Okay.
So I think it needed the seriousness that it had.
I think there was a good mix because his friend, the TSA agent,
yes,
he brought the comedy relief in.
Yes,
and then there was appropriately tense moments. Yeah. What our main actor was experiencing. Yeah. His name was Chris in the film.
Yeah.
Chris was dealing with some pretty tense and scary stuff.
Yeah.
And his friend was just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, and when they talked on the phone, it was very funny because those two different things collided in a really interesting way.
Right.
So their interactions were pretty good.
So, I mean, there's a lot more I could say that I could go into or whatever, but what would you give the movie?
I liked it, so I'd give it a 3.
Yeah? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say a 3.5, and I would watch it again, and I think my problem with it is I was expecting more or something different. I didn't know anything about it.
I didn't either.
So it sounds silly to say that I was expecting more, maybe. But by the same token, I know other people liked it so much and were really excited about it. Other people in the community that I was...
And there's another movie I want... If people are new to that kind of story, there's another movie I would want to direct them towards.
Sure, but I don't even want to say it because
then it'll give it away.
Yeah.
Dang it.
But yeah, I mean, depending on how... So I would be interested to hear about other people that have watched it and what their experience was when watching it. And I would say put it in a private message. Don't put it out there open on the forum. Just because, I mean, it may contain spoilers. I'd love to talk about the specifics of it because, I guess I'll just leave it at that.
And it was, when we first start... Well, I started making a pros and cons list.
Uh-huh.
And I had written early on that it was an interesting idea or concept.
Mm-hmm.
But then it kind of went down a road that we've already... So I wasn't quite sure it was an interesting idea or concept. It did try to do something a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wanted to talk about that, but I don't know if... I don't think that would give anything away. This thing here on my paper that I'm pointing at. Sorry, everybody.
You're pointing at it. I mean, again,
because
I'll clip it out if I have to.
Okay. Well, because once we start finding out what's going on here and everything is revealed, there's a...
Gotcha.
So...
Sounds like we're talking about the thing almost.
So
but
weird.
Anyhow.
Because it's from Latin, which means bind together or coagulate.
Okay.
So...
Well,
that actually doesn't give anything. That would maybe make me... Maybe people will want to check out
maybe that will be
movie.
more interesting. Maybe so. One other thing I was going to say about hypnosis, because hypnosis figures pregnantly? Wow. Prominently.
Yikes.
Wow. A Freudian slip? I'm not pregnant, I don't think. Predominantly. Quite a bit in the movie. So, my experience with hypnosis has been the exact opposite.
Okay.
I mean, they show and they talk about the fact that hypnosis, you're not supposed to be able to do anything it's against your will and so on.
Right.
In this, hypnosis does figure into it, and it's kind of the Hollywood hypnosis where you suddenly you're under your spell, you can't do anything, you're, whatever the case may be. My experience has been when people try to hypnotize me, I do the exact opposite.
Okay, fighting it.
Exactly, fighting it and stuff,
Yeah.
Raise your right hand in the air, instead my left hand's up. Or that could be my dyslexia. I don't know.
It could be.
It could be.
So do you think the hypnosis that took place in this movie, it was...
Hollywood hypnosis.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you talk about hypnosis, you want to see Stir of Echoes.
Yeah.
Anyhow, sorry.
I like Stir of Echoes.
Back to the topic here at hand. Lighting, effects, special effects, performances. Well, you mentioned the one that you didn't like.
There wasn't really...
But everything else was, I think, pretty on target.
There wasn't really special effects, I guess.
Well, I mean, there were some.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that always... In the horror world, you automatically go to, monsters and blood guts.
Gotcha.
And
yeah.
I was like, special effects? There wasn't any effects going on. But, yeah, there were some visual effects.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I thought all of that was really good. And
okay.
Like I said, I really didn't like a few of the characters. I think you're supposed to like the girlfriend. But, she opened her mouth, and 10 seconds later, I was like, why is he with her? I don't know. That doesn't usually happen for me. I was like, why is Rose... Her name was Rose, and... Yeah,
she was awful.
Was very annoying.
I mean, I didn't like her, that's for sure.
And then I hated her dad and brother as soon as I met them, too. I was leery of Mom, but I loved that actress.
Yes.
So I was very forgiving of her. And then I wrote that I was annoyed by the writer.
Okay.
I maybe got over that by the end.
Okay.
But
well, like I said, it had a big finish. I think...
Daddy want a fish.
I think that you have to see Just Friends for that. Anyhow... I think we should move on. So
yeah, I did write obvious. Well, I wrote obvious story with a question mark.
Yeah, see, like I said, obvious for us, I don't think is obvious for everybody else.
Right, and another issue I had with it was some of the camera work.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the shaky cam a little bit there.
Yeah, when there were just a conversation between Chris and Rose in her old bedroom. They're sitting there talking, and when the camera was on her, it was swaying to the left and the right.